Hard to talk about science fiction with film without mentioning Terminating 2 Judgment Day. James Cameron's 1991 mangas ops that redefined what blockbuster could be. In the world saturated with sequels that re- rarely live up to original, T2 didn't just meet expense. It obtained them. More than 30 years later, it still stands as tall as landmark of action cinema, visual effect, and emotional storyline. Today, in this depth review, we are going to dive deep into the world of Terminator 2, its impacts, performance, legacy, themes, and why it remains on to this day the gold standard of our scientific story sequel. Before diving into Terminator 2, it recalled to understand the legacy of Predators. Released in 1984, The Terminator was a guilty, low-budget scientific thrilling that introduced audience to relentless T-800 played by Thornlow Sachwara and the ideal idea of future between war and human and machines. It breaks down it turning Saturated into an iconic and James Cameron into Hollywood's next big thing. But T2 could elevate both the whole new level. Set level years after the original, T2 follows a teenage John Scarrow, the future leads of human resistance hunted by a new deadly Terminator, the T-1000. John is the predator by the programmer T-800, sent from the future, ensure his survival. Leander Humerton returns as Sarah Connor, now a hardened warrior preparing for future apocalypse. And together, this unlike Thor must confront the impending Judgment Day and the danger posed by the rise and of Skyet. Anders Servo's as the T-800 Servo returns as the Terminator in is one of the most iconic casting decisions. This time he plays a good guy and somehow it even works better. He delivers a nested for performance within the limit of machine's emotional range, balancing stoicism, physical imitation, and unexpected humors. He performs a robotic associate to the crowd father figure for John Connor, giving the character unexpected emotional depth. His famous line, "I will be back," returns this time with a sub-wink to the audience, a sign of his involved role. Evoked for long as John Connor. Despite being newcomer for long, shine as young John. He captured the rebellious energy of kid raised in for take much dissident to the lead resistance. His chemistry with Sangwarin feels organic, and his performance from a misfit teen to lead in a making is believable and emotionally satisfying. Linda Harsmanton as Sarkaru. Harsmanton's performance is nothing short of transformating. Gone is helpless, witless with stress from the first film. In her place, a muzzle muscular driver, emotional tornado warrior. She embodied the trauma of knowing the future and carried the film's emotional brutal. Her descent into near madness, her depth, her desperation to prevent Judgment Day, and a complex relationship with Sun and Terminator from the film's emotional core. She is one of the most complaining female lead in scientific movie history. Robert Park has T100, and then here the T1000, a revolutionary villain. The T1000 is sick, silent, and utterly terrifying. Partlix performs a cold and patriotic and a visual effect that brings his liquid metal from life were decent ahead of their time. Even today his portfolio remains chilling. Visual effect and cinematography. In 1991, T2 changed the game. James Carrier pushed industry light as a magic character visually that had been never imitated before. The T1000 liquid air formula effects were groundbreaking, using CGI in the way no one no one had seen. Karma created a villain that could liquefy, reform, and shape-shift in real life. The film effect uphold even today, a testament to combination of prac- practical stunts, menstruation models, and early CGI magic. The iconic scene where the T100 walks through prison as bar emerge from a tight floor still draw gaps. Adam Greenberg's cinematography used striking lights, deep blues, and metallic hues create to stage atmosphere. The nighttime scenes simmer with tension and action set piece are separate, well framed and iconic. 22 wasn't just a movie, it is a culture movement. It won four academic awards, effect sound editing, crossed 500 million worldwide, and inspired countless limited. Lines like has to visit baby become a part of every vehicle vocabulary. The T1000 was prouded, referred and ref- refined in the media across the globe. It redefined the action hero, elaborate practical effect, and proved the sequel could surpass original. Even today, franchise from the to Marvel you to depth T2. While T2 is close to perfect, it's not just without humor. Eward Funkin voice change mid-film caused a few noticeable audio inconsistency. The polite time travel logic if overgrace opens up paradise, but that slap of grace. Some may find such intense performance a bit jarring, especially without rewatching the first film, but this needs sleep in otherwise the turning achievement. Fictional fans express taste. I watched T2 in 2025. Imagine a fan discovered T2 in 2025. The decades after its release, amidst AI revolution and real-world debates about the machine ethics, it feels even more relevant today. With real AI, ChatGPT based on cinematically robot and surveillance tech, the film once felt empathic. Skynet no longer screams like just a friction. It is metaphor for unchecked algorithm we created. In the world treating between evolution and destruction, T20 become not just a film, it contributed tale. Terminator 2 The Judgment isn't just a great sequel, it is one of the greatest films ever made. It blends thrilling action throughout themes, iconic performance, groundbreaking effort, and tight script with unfoldable moments. It films that does not just center, it restore. Over 30 years later, it remains the definitive scientific action, a timeless classic that continues to inspiration, challenge, and thrill new generation fans. If you aren't seen it, come with me. If you want alive, watch Terminator 2, and if you are already seen it, watch it again. It will never get old. What is your favorite moment of Terminator 2? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like if you love 90s action, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dive movies review of every week.